Round boy.
Okay, welcome back to 5 rounds, guys. This is round three, and we're going to talk about why people cheat in relationships. I've got my man Wantali, Fred, and we've got Paso, Ovita, and we've got Sam as our guest. Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to let the guys talk about why people cheat in relationships and just hear their opinion, reasons why, and everything. So, why do people cheat in relationships? I'm going to start with Sam, our guest.
That's a very good question. I'm asking myself this question every single day. If you're not involved with anyone emotionally anymore, just move on. Um, I feel like it might be. I think the biggest thing might be insecurity. The way I see it is insecurity. It's the fact that someone feels like the person that they're with is bringing something to their life that they cannot let go of. It's very selfish. Um, um, they cannot let go of, but they want something else from someone else, and they struggle to find some sort of balance or to find some sort of contentment with what they have. So I think that that's my initial reaction to this question, but I'm very curious to hear a male perspective on this because oh god, yeah, I'm listening and I'll jump back in.
Well,
Right.
that's interesting. Okay, thank you, Sam.
What did I miss?
No, you missed nothing. Paso, question to you. Why do people cheat in relationships?
Straight.
Why you asking?
All
You
right.
can also
Why
tell us
you
some
get
experience
get
as
some
well if
All
you
right.
experience
want.
one? No problem.
Let me get myself into it. Okay. Why do
Go
I think
ahead.
think people cheat in relationships? Okay. I think okay. I'll start with the first one. I think people cheat in a relationship because then some people just like when two people are in a relationship, when the relationship is dying out, some people just don't know when to call it quits. And at that level, not calling it quits, they find an extra, step to
This
make
guy's gone
things complicated.
serious.
Side piece.
So, so you go for your side piece, and then your side piece causes a complication in the relationship. So you find your way out. Some people just don't know how to find their way out of a relationship, so they use a certain, situation to get themselves out of the situation. So that's one of my first ones. I think. Secondly, I think it comes down to just lack of emotional intimacy. Like when you're in the relationship, right? You think, okay, this is the one, right? It starts from flirting, and then you get into the relationship. It does, it's really exciting, and then it just dies out in a way, and then that phase of dying out is that phase where most people really find it difficult to spark again. So you lose that emotional intimacy between your significant other, and then that's where you start becoming that's where become the other person. And when you're becoming the other person, it's really difficult to identify yourself in that way. And you look for certain things that would actually light up your spirit. So you kind of chase for that intimacy that really was existing before. Now it's now that's what you're looking for. um, you know the last one, I would say it's lack of respect. So lack of respect, it comes down to character. Some people are brought up well. Some people are just brought up in a rough way. Some people are brought up in just half baked. So when you're like half baked, you don't know how to handle yourself. You're mixed emotions because you want to be tough, you want to be straight, you want to be able to support your partner, as well as you want to be tough to say, you know what, I am the problem, but you have to fix up yourself. Then when you're like a half of it, whereby you want to understand the other person's situation, there is kind of that thing. So I think it's lack of respect when it comes to just cheating. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Good points there, MP. Good points. Good points. Okay. Ovid, are you ready? Is your camera ready there?
Yeah. What's up?
Born, he was born ready.
Yeah. So, same question to you, bro. Why do people cheat in relationships, man? Why do people cheat? Why do people go elsewhere to get what they need, to get some of that? Why do they get a side piece?
What? How can I answer you that question? I've never done that.
Well, okay. Then tell us from somebody who's never done it. What do you see? What do you see when you're looking at somebody cheating? That serial cheater who always just does it all the time.
Yeah.
Serial cheater.
One who says I'm sorry and still goes back.
I think.
Oh, we can't hear
it's
you,
just
Dex.
experiment. I really think.
Okay, we're waiting on.
Up there.
So we lost a video there. Okay, then we'll send it over to one tally.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Oh.
Let's do it. Why do people cheat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. Look, human nature. The first thing is the most natural thing in a human being is making a connection. Right. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that's precious to you. Making a connection between one person and another. Right. Now it comes down to how you're raised as a person. That's one of my first reasons. How you're raised as a person. What a connection means to you. What does a relationship between person A and person B mean to you? You know, for example, what do your parents mean to you? Would you replace your parents with other parents? Yes? No? Do you know what I mean? Then obviously, if you want to replace your parents, you're going to be cheating. Now, you're cheating that relationship. Now, let's put it there, right? That's the first thing.
Okay.
That's the first thing. To get to the point that I'm getting to,
Wow.
I'm expanding on Paso's lack of respect point. Okay, if you respect your partner enough, you wouldn't cheat, right? Okay, but if you don't, then obviously you would, and it depends on how you understand that relationship, right? So people cheat. Some people cheat because they do not understand the value of the relationship they have with that person, right? To a point where they feel, yeah, you upset me today, so I'm just gonna go find the fix for that problem somewhere else.
Down in the club,
sense?
yeah.
What now? Anyway,
I'm saying you're gonna get your fix down in the club.
Exactly. You're gonna go in the club, grind on some, you know what I mean, and here we are. So that's one thing. Secondly, there are certain people that are victims of emotional victims, people that are too trusting, for example. You ever heard of this theory where, serial killers, for example, they're not just born, they can be made. Certain things around the environment will make them become serial killers. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, if that person is giving out love all the time, all they get is somebody cheating on them, they start believing this is the norm. This is the norm to me. My heart's been broken. Well, then. This is the norm. This is what I'm doing. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The peer pressure of what is the norm. Because in this day and age, it's normal for a girl to go on Instagram and show her ass. You know what I mean? It's normal these days. I mean, think about it. 5 years ago, this was like when somebody puts the bare ass on Instagram. I'm sorry, person, but somebody put the bare ass.
We lost some there.
You get a little, even for somebody to twerk, for example, you'd be thinking, whoa, what's going on there? But now it's normal. It's just part of a competition. You get me? So
that's true.
It's this peer pressure. Oh, cheating is the new cool thing. Oh, I need to have a side piece. Some people do it for that reason. Get in the trend. I need to have a side piece so I can sort of get by in life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to cover every point.
There is a lot.
So
there is a lot.
I'll pass it along. Sorry.
Experienced men.
No. I'm on a podcast, am I not?
Speaking out of experience.
No. You know, Vic, this is what you
Yeah.
did to me last time. You lot were saying, oh yeah, you're advocate. You're the single person here. You know what I mean? I was advocating for the single people. Maybe I'm advocating for the cheaters. Not mean I'm the cheater.
Exactly.
The guy who did that video, the cheaters video. Does it mean he was a cheater? I don't know what his name.
No,
That guy.
no.
Derek.
He had a wife. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Wait a minute. Before let me just I just wanted to say something there. Do you know? I like that line you're saying that sometimes people are victims of certain situations. And I think Sam maybe wants to hear this from the guys. Some guys say that some guys, especially from guys, I've seen from many guys I've spoken to, they give everything they can, right? They give all they have and they try their best and everything. And every time they do it, all they do is get is negativity from their partner. She's either just going to push it aside. They try their best to do this, push it aside. Same thing goes for women too. They're trying their best. She wakes up in the morning. She's done her hair. She's done her hair. You don't even notice. She's done her nails almost last month. You only notice the time when she's about to take them off. You're always just on your PlayStation or your whatever. These things, are the things that lead to people who are in love or somebody who's loyal. They end up saying, you know what? I am young. Life is too short. You know what? I might as well just step on and see what the world offers. And that's majority of the time that happens. I think majority of the guys, some guys, believe it or not, let's just be honest. Some guys are
Yeah.
just serial cheaters. They just love cheating. They don't want to stay with one girl. They just want to sorry for using this word, people might get offended. They're like, this is the word, they like to test everything out there in the world before they die. They want to be with women all shapes and sizes, all colors, everywhere. Some guys are just like that, and they will have a girlfriend for the sake of just saying that, you know what, she's so amazing. I just want to keep her away from everybody. It's called greed also. Just keep her away from everybody. They know that, oh, you know what, I don't really love this girl, but I'm just gonna keep her away from everybody. Make sure she's close to me, but I'll be able to cheat. Because most of these serial cheaters, when they get caught and this girl wants to leave, they are very good at telling this girl that, you know what, I'm gonna change. I love you. I don't know what I was doing. Just to keep her there, and she ends up wasting the rest of her life with this guy. Why she could have moved on with somebody. So let me just be honest with you. It's either that most of the guys, and I know majority of the guys, a big number, they just love looking at things, love window shopping, trying new things. That's what it is. So ladies out there, when you're asking why is my man cheating, believe it or not, most of the times they're just cheaters. Simple. That's the thing I can say.
Patrick, can I
Yeah.
just say though, while you're putting out there to say, you know what, men are gonna go browsing and all that stuff, but then it's a thing whereby the social media platform has given both parties the advantage to exploit whatever they're looking for. So, for example, um, I saw a documentary. A woman was, she was a preacher, and then she was not, really interacting with the whole world. And then now she found a platform, social media platform, and then she decided, you know what, I'm gonna be, a model. She's gonna be posing for lingerie and everything. So
OnlyFans.
so she pushed her way to that, and then went to OnlyFans, and then she started making a lot of money, right? So in this situation, right, she pushed us away from all that, and then she becomes this, right? When she's pushing away from all that and becomes this, she's choosing to be in that level, and then people that see her on that level that are seeking such a thing will be seeking her, right? And they will go for her when she's presenting to them, right? So in this way, it's like two cheating parties meet, and when two cheating parties meet, it becomes something that is it. It's not described as, I don't know. Like, I think to describe it as cheating is like, no, this is like a devil's playground where two devils meet and they're in that circle and they're actually dancing off to whatever they're dancing off. So
So
when
it's,
what say that?
so
What are
it's
you gonna
two.
say?
It's two. So what you're saying is cheating is two devils dancing to some sort of music. That's what you're saying.
Like, honestly, here's the thing whereby there is cases they're seen to say, like, men could be attracted to women that are married, and women could be attracted to men that are married. So
let's not discriminate. Hold on a minute. Let's not discriminate here. All right, it's 2021. Men like men, women like women too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. That is true. Thanks for correcting me on that, because then what has also been discovered is there are men that coming out from their situation, and they're seeing other men because they never exploited that in their time, right? So they get the new platforms coming up, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna try out Grinder, I'm gonna try out Tinder, and I'm gonna see if which party I'm actually interested in. And then even goes the same with females, or them and they and whatever. They will go seeking in those corridors to find whoever matches their desires, right? So the cheating part is like
is that you call that cheating as well?
It
Yeah,
is
but
cheating.
you can't blame it. You can't blame it on social media, can you? People used to cheat before the internet and stuff in Africa, even.
People used to cheat before the internet,
You know,
and now
this whole thing all comes down to if I may add
go ahead.
close, this whole thing comes down to selfishness. Because for someone to do that, that means you don't really care what the other person feels. And there's so many types of cheaters out there. We can call some people who just do it for fetish. They watch something on Pornhub. Oh, I want to try it. And if their wife or girlfriend doesn't do it enough, they look elsewhere just to get that appealing from it. We have those type of people, and we have these emotional wounded people that they'll play victim just to get in that fish. They'll play like the wiggle. You know how when you put the basically fishing, so you patiently wounded. Oh, I just got heartbroken and all this. So they'll feed off those type of things, and the girl comes in. Oh, really? What happened? And there it goes. And others are just hunters for sport. You go in.
I say it. Serial cheaters. It's a sport for some lads. It is a sport for some people, even women. Some women and men. It's a sport.
You go in a club there and there with your boys, and then you be like, "Oh, guys, I bet you 50 quid when I can get this girl." So even though knowing that you got your girl back home, so everybody has their own opinion there,
They will have a book.
Yeah, there's a book for everything. On YouTube, there's a lot of people like, oh, quickest way to pick up a girl in the club. So all these things are on YouTube, and then we have professional cheaters out there. They only pay. As long they have a whole family there, they just like, oh, you just pay that money. Whatever happens here, no connections added. You move on. You go to a motel. So all these things.
Are you talking about people who go for prostitutes there?
Yes, professional. That's a professional type of thing.
They're not. They're not prostitutes. They're escorts.
This guy sounds like he's talking from experience.
No, I'm just speaking.
He knows the shit. He knows
obviously. I prepared myself like that. So what I'm saying is, you have these professional prostitutes, these professional people who go out there looking for paying for sex for to be discreet, So, and there's some other people, when I was young, speaking of experience, when I was young, it was like, oh, let me cheat first before she breaks my heart. Then it doesn't mean anything. That was when my teenage life. I used to feel that way because one time I got heartbroken and it really ate me up. As in, hey, I was emotional for 2 weeks.
Man. How could you be so heartless?
Hey, brother, I was listening to the saddest music for 2 weeks. Even my mom was like, hey, you need to go out, bro. You need to go out.
Westlife.
Hey,
Westlife.
In the night, coldest story ever told. Hey, bro, how can you be so
heartless?
Wait. So let's get Ovita, and then I think I'm gonna go after Ovita. I'm gonna go back to Sam because Sam has been listening. But let me start with Ovita first. Is your camera okay, Ovita?
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm back on the zone.
Wait. Commercial break. How could you be so heartless?
You guys are mean. Okay, so please tell us your before you get off camera. Tell us because you've been holding your tongue there.
No. This is a very tough topic because first of all, it's something I don't know of. I'm not experienced in this kind of stuff.
Lies. This is not a show about lies, bro.
I just hear about it. I think people. It's just It's
Okay, what was
experiments. It's experiments.
okay? What was your reason when you did it?
No. I've never done it.
It's okay. You don't have to lie to the viewers. They know.
Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
I'm just joking, guys.
Go on, Ovida.
I'm just joking.
Ovida, when you're looking at people, what do you think they do it? Why do you think they do it? When you're looking from outside, I know you, Ovida, you're an honest lad. Go ahead.
I think, guys, people do it just for experimental reasons, okay? Most of the times it's just experiment. You're out there, you're having a good time, and you just say, screw it, I might as well give it a go. Sometimes you'll be tempted into this. Sometimes you're even tempted into this. You don't have any plans of doing something like that. And sometimes it just drops. It's like
You blame it.
After watching 50 Shades of Grey, like, oh, let me go and try.
You know what I mean, guys? Sometimes, do you know, guys, you can agree with me. There's sometimes when something has happened to you, like, okay, I didn't expect. You know what I mean? I've often walked into nightclubs, guys, and you're walking there and you're doing your own thing, you know, with your boys. And
that's before you were in a relationship, isn't it? That's before.
Yeah,
like in the back days.
In the back days.
Yeah,
and before, like, you'll be standing there with the boys and you're chilling out, and out of the blue, man, and you just see this random woman who just come up to you and straightforward, boom, tell you what she wants to happen, you know. And you sometimes, as a human being, you can be caught off guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, put it on the date.
Before you execute your defense mechanism, the attack was already orchestrated, and your defense mechanism is too small. And then you end up making the mistake, and then you're like, screw this! I just made a mistake. It's something very unfair. I don't think it's nice to do it to someone, because as much as it can hurt on you, I think everybody else has been cheated on, and you know how painful it does. So I think how it feels. If you know how much it feels, I don't think you want to make someone feel the same way.
But it takes an adult to think that, you know.
Hold on, guys. We've been arguing about putting our opinions on cheating and that. We haven't even defined what cheating is, you know, because people understand it in a different way. What is cheating? What is defined as cheating?
I think you should get to Sam. Let Sam explain that.
Sam, you as a lady, what is cheating? What is cheating? When they say someone is cheating?
Oh, is that the question?
No.
What is the meaning of cheating in a relationship sense?
So the question is, what is cheating in a relationship sense?
Yeah, right now we just want to define it. Maybe everybody has their own opinion what cheating is. What do you think
it could be anything that people define as cheating. I think one of the points that I wanted to make anyways is that sometimes cheating has to do with communicating needs and expectations. So in my relationship with someone else, we can define that cheating is, I don't know, dancing out with someone else in a club. That could be my definition of cheating that I've agreed with my partner.
It's levels,
It could be that it's fine to go.
There's a lot of people that are guilty.
Wind up on some random guy, but it's not fine if you kiss them, or it's not fine if you get emotionally involved. It's different for everyone. I think what's important there is just to have like the understanding of what you.
I've got a question. Have you ever been to Ibiza? Have you ever been to Ibiza or Ibiza?
Because there's a lot of cheating going on.
There's a lot of cheating going on there.
I mean,
let her land. Come on.
No, like I think there's this thing about again, as I said, about communication, and there's also the thing about how people define their relationship. And I think there's a big issue around I think Patrick mentioned it has someone who, well, he mentioned someone wanting to keep their girl and having their side person because the word side piece is very meaty. I don't like it. Someone like meat, you're gonna treat him like meat. So please let's agree that ban the word side piece.
That's true though.
This idea that someone's your property. And
Yeah.
I think that's become a problem as well. If you
100%.
start seeing someone as your property rather than someone you're emotionally involved with, then obviously at some point where you feel like your property is missing some furniture, you're gonna go and find furniture outside.
That is damn
That is the very simplest way to put it.
Who is this person?
And
What?
guys, also just to add in, as in, like the way she said, everybody has their own reasons as well. There's some people out there, they will have the perfect person in their life who doesn't cheat, who they do everything for them, but for them they feel like, oh no. Like for girls, they'll be saying this guy is too attached to me, it's too this. So they don't want that perfect guy. They want to have an idea, oh, he's cheating there. That's okay for them. And like you said, Wantali, trust issues. If you trust too much, it becomes a problem. Everything that you do too much becomes a problem. I don't even understand that.
Fred.
I don't even understand. No, they'll take
Fred,
it. No, I don't know. Let me explain.
What is trusting too much?
I'm saying
You're digging a
okay,
grave.
let me explain.
Is it?
I've met people who say like, okay, who mess around because they know even if the person finds out, they'll still get back. Because they trust him so much, they love him so much, they believe they can change, type of thing.
Yeah, narcissist behavior. Yeah,
that type of issue. So even though many times that you speak, oh, it's because I love him, I can't leave him, type of situation. So I don't understand those people. Maybe you guys might.
That's not trust. That's someone who's
One word,
emotionally
crazy.
starved.
It's mentally
say that again, sir.
One word, crazy, man. That's what it sounds like.
Sam said something. What did you say?
She says
it's not someone who trusts too much. It's someone who's been emotionally starved to the point where they take anything you will give them. Even if you give them this,
that brother starving.
No, yeah.
And it's mostly, and it also happens when you can have everything that you want, but you're always going to cheat. Everybody in life has cheated before, even having everything that nobody here can tell me, any viewer there, comment there that you've never cheated or you've never been cheated on.
Question
Everybody has been through it some way when they're younger. For me, when I was a boy, with the boys, when we have a girl, we'll be like, hey, like 3 points, you've scored 3 points over the week. You go to a club, you'll be like, hey, dude, I was with that girl last night. It's that thing, like, we turn it into like the hunter thing we were talking about.
Yeah, you had a book, didn't you?
With that line right there, what do they say when you were a boy? Like
when I was young, a teenager, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna.
If I was a boy,
I'm gonna put myself I'm gonna use my own experience. I'm not gonna use anybody else. As in, when I was young, I used to be around a group of people. When we go out, when you maybe just dance with a girl, just kiss a girl, we'll talk about it. I'll be the top of that whole weekend. Like, hey, bro, shake on it, even. Hey, bruh, she was fine. It's that mentality that we're hyping each other up over stupid things, which we took it into relationships. And then when your relationship, your boys are doing, you feel left out. And then after a few drinks, you're like, bruh, she won't know. And your friends be like, hey, bruh, she won't know, I got you. And you're there. So, once you do it, that slowly becomes a habit. Anything that you do too much becomes a habit. And it becomes so hard to let go. And then you bring it into marriage, and then you feel stuck, you feel this, just other people. I'm not talking about myself, from what I see as well, before I get killed by my wife. So
can I ask you?
You want to
that's not my experience.
Yeah, can I ask you guys something? I've just remembered something there before we close this topic. Just ask you, and one of you can just give me brief answers. All of you can just answer it. Short answers, please. I'll start with one Tadi because that's the organization I have here on my screen. Okay, so do you guys think if somebody is watching a friend cheating and they don't do anything about it, it's cheating by association? Like you are encouraging cheating? 130.
100% yes. You are encouraging cheating. We do understand that it's chicks before and bros before, but you are still encouraging it. So yeah.
Okay, Fred, short answer there. Are you encouraging cheating by just watching your friend doing it or helping them do it?
Is that who? Me?
Fred, just yes or no.
Right.
that is encouraging it for them to feel comfortable around you means you're encouraging it. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, I would say yes if you don't. I mean, you don't have to report it, but if you don't call them out, you are you are an accomplice. Yeah, because that's what you should do as a friend. Even if you
Oh, so
don't
you
report
mustn't
it
snitch.
to what?
So you
So you
shouldn't
mustn't
snitch.
snitch. You
Well,
mustn't
call it
snitch.
out before it happens, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or maybe I didn't hear what you said. I just
Okay,
said
so
you need to call your friend out.
All right.
Before it
Yeah.
happens,
you don't
right?
have to
Before it
tell your
happens,
friend's
right?
partner that this is what I saw. You don't have to go snitch.
No, because you don't have to go and tell your friend's partner, because at the end of the day, it's their relationship, and mingling into people's relationship is not a thing. But
It's a
as a
problem.
friend, the thing you
Mm-hmm.
can do is talk to your friend and be like, hold them accountable, and just like hold it down and be truthful with them. Now, what they decide to do with it or not is their problem.
Making
Okay.
me seem like
And if it
Tekashi
goes to
six
shit,
nine.
it's
What's going
also their
on?
problem.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Sam. Ovita, what do you think? You standing there watching your homeboy cheating
Yeah.
on his missus. Are
First
you
of all,
encouraging that?
first of all, snitches get stitches. Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying because snitches get stitches. So you can't go reporting because I'll tell you guys this is what happens at the end of the day. I'm talking this. The more you can take your time, go and report your business and all that. At the end of the day, you as that third person who went to report this stuff, at one day you're going to be the stupid one in the middle of that whole thing. You're gonna go and do that. Let's say this homie will go and convince the girlfriend, even though he didn't, the girlfriend loves him and says, "Oh no," she doesn't believe it. What's gonna come up next? He's gonna say, "This guy, he said this just wants to destroy us," when it's something he did. First of all, you put yourself to look as a bad person, and you're gonna be a bad person forever. You're the one who's gonna look stupid in the whole relationship. So, me, I just think
Let them sort it out themselves.
yes. Stitches get stitches. Stay out, do your own business. Walk into your stuff and go home. You know what I mean? I roll by that any day.
So Ovi, what you're saying is, if you go out clubbing with my missus and my missus does some dodgy stuff there, you're not gonna tell me that my missus has done some dodgy stuff.
But first of all, what is this business taking your wife out there clubbing in the first place?
Exactly.
No.
How did we end up me and your
Let me
girlfriend?
let me get to that point.
Let him run.
Let's say Mr. Ovi loves clubbing, right? And then he goes to the same place that my missus goes to, yeah? And he finds her there, and he sees what she's doing. Would you tell me or not?
Yeah, bro code. She knows you more than he knows the girl, you know.
Bro code. But I'll put the bro code first. But I'm telling you this. Before I do a bro code, sometimes, guys, I actually weigh my values, first of all. And I'll be honest, I weigh them first. Is this bro code I'm working on a guy that is gonna believe my stuff and know that I'm telling the truth? Or is this gonna backfire? There's some bro code you can go to someone and tell them, homeboy, I seen your babes out there, she was with another dude, right? And your homie will say, cool. But as soon as he approaches his girlfriend and talk about this, the girlfriend has a way to switch all that business into his head, and he's gonna hate you back. I'll stay away from that business because I know
Vita
that
also
no
hit
matter.
on me last night.
And then that's it. It's me, and then it's on me. This guy will come back to me. Oh, you're coming here telling me about my girlfriend. She'll never do that to me. This
But
guy.
it depends how close you and the boy is as well.
And
it depends how close the relationship is.
Exactly, yeah. Because otherwise,
Okay.
MP.
Also, what do you think? Just make it short, man. Make it short.
It's 100%. It's 110%. That's it. That's my answer.
So would you report it?
FBI shit, yeah.
Okay.
Stitches. We know who to take to the We know who to bring to the nightclub next time when the nightclubs are open, guys. We know.
Definitely not you. Definitely not you because you're not going to be jealous. Okay, guys. Okay. Just tell us in the comment down below. Would you report your friend or report somebody if you saw them cheating? Thank you for coming on again, and we hope we see you next time. Please like, subscribe, and share the vid.
To add to that.
Where's the subscribe thing? Oh, here.
I wanted to thank Sam for coming on as well. Thank you, Sam, for supporting the females.
Thank you, Sam.
The females. She's coming on again.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for her to come on.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, Sam, we wanted to thank you for coming on and representing the females. Your input is absolutely amazing. You helped us understand the female side of it as well.
Yeah.
Listen, we'd love to have you on another time. And I want people to hit a like for Sam, right? Hit a like for Sam. If you don't, then she's not coming back.
Please share. Don't forget to share, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
My connection was in and out. It was really interesting. And I'll come back anytime.
You're always welcome. Always welcome.
You're always welcome.
Always welcome. All right. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
My bro!
So the topic today is, does religion thrive through fear or faith?
So religion only comes in and gives you fear. They'll come and tell you, this is this way, this is that way, this is that way. It's just, if you don't do that, like the way this guy did it, you're gonna die. And
In order for you to fear somebody, you have to have faith in them. You know what I mean? Faith is believing something is there while it's not there. So when you're putting fear into it, you're putting fear like, oh, if you do this, I'm gonna beat you up. You know what I mean? Just for example, the person hasn't already done it yet, but you believe you do something, it's gonna happen. So they use that to manipulate people. What do you think?
First of all, I would like to say this to all of you. Ovita, you're going to hell. Fred, you're going to hell. How dare you?
Refuse.
No, how dare you come here and say that?
To the whole.
What sort of churches are you going to, man? I love the church. I used to love the church. Obviously now I'm Muslim, but I used to love the church. I used to go in there with my two-piece suit, enjoy myself, throw in the tithes. You know, you go to church, you go on Sunday, you pray.
Yeah.
Like it brings unity.
Malawi boy.